Put it down his pants.
All right, we'll do it. We'll do.
What?
Didn't work. He's still asleep.
What?
Try this.
𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗞𝗦, by all means.
Now next up, what if I told you one of the characters in the
That was on a kid's show to tell another kid to put a helicopter down a man's pants or anybody's pants. It could have been a woman's pants.
I know you're in there.
It's the music recording network. Out of the shower to the bedroom. From the bedroom to the studio. To the best. If your day is blown, we crank to the morning. Make sure your sub is on while we playing your song. And it's gonna be on. We rock 3 channels up here on this YouTube stream, and we always let our subscribers know that they are supreme. Haters stand by cause we so fly. React to the beat cause I'm that guy to move you all night long. Why I tell you what's happening in this song. Music make me crazy, baby, do it for me louder. Viewers know my cross keep on bumping with the song. I'ma make you sweat until they turn the house lights on. After party at the Music Recording Network.
What is up, YouTube? How y'all doing? Yay. Oh my gracious, is this like The Simpsons? Man, we got to check this bad boy out. Okay, TV shows that expose Diddy. See, here's the thing. All these producers and all these people that's running around in Hollywood, music, entertainment, they hear things. They hear things strongly. And they would throw a little hint out in a cartoon or The Simpsons and everything. These people hear stuff, man. I'm trying to tell you, they hear stuff. And, well, that's supposed to be about me. That's a little hint. Nobody's going to believe it because I'm big and I can back it up. And you can't prove it in the court of law. That's all they worried about. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell. Let's see how much stuff in the cartoons and all the TV shows that came true. Let's check this bad boy. Yeah.
Diddy's been getting exposed for decades. From Madagascar exposing Diddy's freak-offs.
This is like a puppy party.
To Boondocks exposing his love for male rappers.
I loved you, man.
Diddy, you nasty.
These are the movies and TV shows that expose Diddy.
What? What? Wait a minute. I watched the Boondocks when Cat Williams was on there. I'm a pimp named Slickback. Oh, how you doing, Slickback? No, you gotta say the whole name. My name is Pimp named Slickback. That was funny. So I didn't watch that too much, but check this out.
To Boondocks exposing his love for male rappers.
I loved you, man.
Diddy, you nasty.
These are the movies and TV shows that expose Diddy.
I had no idea.
And first, Diddy and his even creepier friend Dan Schneider made a scene on a Nickelodeon show that aged horribly.
He's still sound asleep. What are we gonna do? You know, in situations like this, I always ask myself, what would P. Diddy do?
Oh my God.
P. Diddy?
What's up?
We can't wake up Shane.
Tell you what. Take this toy helicopter. Put it down his pants.
All right, we'll do it. We'll do.
What?
Didn't work. He's still asleep.
What?
Try this.
𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗞𝗦, by all means.
Now next up, what if I told you one of the characters in the
That was on a kid's show to tell another kid to put a helicopter down a man's pants or anybody's pants. It could have been a woman's pants. What are these producers thinking about, man? I cannot believe that. Are y'all sure? Maybe I need to go back to looking at TV again. I ain't never seen this. Hey guys, thank you for watching our videos. If you want to check out our live channel, the Music Recording Network Live, where we dive deeper into videos that we put up and talk about different things that's going on in the world, You can participate in our chat, or you can come on live. You don't even have to show your face. Go to our live channel, subscribe, voice your opinion, because we would like to hear from you and help us come up with solutions. Now, let's continue on with this video.
Now next up, what if I told you one of the characters in the Madagascar movie is based on Diddy, and nobody noticed it for 20 years? See, in 2005, Chris Rock, who's a famous comedian and has mutual friends with Diddy, signed on to voice the zebra in Madagascar.
Yeah.
And at this point, Chris had been hearing horror stories about Diddy for years, so he and the writers teamed up and slipped in a line that exposed Diddy. See, at 36 minutes in, there's a scene where the main character stumbles upon a massive party, hosted by the character King Julian. And at this party, it just so happened to be on an island filled with naked animals dancing on top of each other, which is when Chris's character says this.
This is like a puppy party.
What kind of zoo is this?
I just saw 26 blatant health code violations.
See, it's been theorized that King Julian is actually based on Diddy, because for the rest of the movie, King Julian's only goal is to throw parties, and he'll do anything to make that happen, including taking advantage of characters in their sleep.
I don't care. Soon we will put my excellent plan to action. All we have to do is wait until they are deep in their sleep.
He even goes on to hold the main characters hostage until he gets exactly what he wants. But if that wasn't proof enough, the writers even made King Julian a bit fruity.
Come, Maurice, what is a simple bite on the buttocks among friends? Here, give me a nibble.
The party is over, Julian.
And by 2010, every writer in Hollywood was exposing Diddy. See, in 2024, official court documents were released to the public, and they revealed that Diddy had slept with several men. But it appears the writers of Saturday Night Live already knew this, because in 2010, Diddy appeared on an episode of SNL.
Hold up, man. Wait a minute. So I should have been watching TV, because I stopped watching TV because there was a bunch of bull on TV. So you mean to tell me I should have been watching TV?
And they revealed that Diddy had slept with several men. But it appears the writers of Saturday Night Live already knew this, because in 2010, Diddy appeared on an episode of SNL playing himself. But during this sketch, Robert De Niro came out dressed as a woman, and it seemed like Diddy was enjoying this a little too much.
Oh my God.
Snitches? It's indeed a pleasure to meet you.
And here's where things get even weirder.
Yeah, don't front on Blitz. He's spitting high five. Girl, you the one that's high five. If you wasn't my man's mom, I'd tear that ass up. Thank you.
Now next up, we gotta talk about the show Hawaii 5-0.
That was
because
weak,
they predicted
very
Diddy would end up
weak.
in prison 15 years ago. See, in 2011, Diddy wanted to take on a serious acting role, and after begging everyone in the industry for a part, Diddy eventually got cast in an episode of Hawaii 5-0. But the only problem was, the writers didn't like that Diddy was going to be on their show, so they decided to make his character someone who went on the run after being accused of murder. And well, it's hard not to think they were basing the character off of Diddy's real life.
Garrett, I didn't kill him. You hear me? I didn't do it.
Yeah, I want to believe you, Reggie.
Someone else got to 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦 before I could question him.
You're asking me to trust you. You need to trust us, all right? You need to turn yourself in. And then when we clear you, if we clear you, we'll work together. You understand?
I can't do that. I only have one chance left to find out how this went down.
Hold on. Reggie, you got to think about your kid right now, okay?
What in the hell you think I'm doing this for? If I don't put an end to this now, Kevin will never be safe.
Hey, you can't raise your kid from a prison cell.
Now that wasn't the only time Diddy was
that was pretty
exposed in
good, though. That was
2011,
pretty good.
'cause the TV show Supernatural exposed Diddy's sex addiction years ago. See, when the accusations about Diddy started to pour in, the world started to learn about the term freak off, which is what Diddy used to describe his secret parties that involved some of the most horrifying things imaginable. And in the moment, it seemed to catch everyone by surprise. Well, not everyone, because over 13 years ago, the writers of Supernatural dropped a line in about Diddy's freak offs. And on top of that, they also decided to slip in a line during an episode exposing Diddy's dark side.
So what kind of thing likes virgins and gold? P. Diddy?
Now look, one TV show exposed that if you date one of Diddy's ex-girlfriends, you're gonna end up dead. See, when court documents were released earlier this year, it was revealed that Diddy was in a relationship with Cassie, and that they hit a rough patch back in 2012. And when the two of them went on a break for a few weeks, Cassie started fooling around with a famous artist, Kid Cudi. But when Diddy found out, he was ready to kill Cudi. So Diddy and a group of men found Cudi's car and allegedly threw a Molotov cocktail inside, blowing it up. Luckily though, Cudi wasn't in the car. But not only that, later the same year, Diddy filmed a scene for the show Blackish, and that's when things got a little too close to reality. Cause Diddy played a gangster who gets jealous of his girl hanging out with another man. And well, knowing what we know now, it's clear in this scene, Diddy wasn't acting at all.
What you doing? You trying to make time with my girl?
And I'm sorry, Mr. Savoy. I thought Maribel was your girl.
They all my girls. If I ever see you talking with my girls again, I'm gonna fill that belly with lead. And you gonna peddle some ice, ass boy.
But look, you can't have a freak off all alone. And the writers of The Simpsons realized this too. Because The Simpsons not only tried to warn us about Diddy,
this is crazy,
but also the people that go to the white parties too. See, for years, The Simpsons have been predicting some of the biggest events in history, like Donald Trump's presidency, the global pandemic, and even the winners of the Super Bowl. But when it came to Diddy, they weren't making a prediction, they were straight up exposing Diddy. Because in 2017, the writers of The Simpsons had never been to a Diddy party, but had heard horror stories for years. So they decided to do an episode exposing Diddy's infamous all-white parties.
Oh, it's a white party, just the kind I used to throw, although we interpreted the theme a bit differently in those days. Whoever is throwing this magnificent to-do knows how to enjoy their wealth.
Yeah, they even said it on a deserted island and referred to it as a white party. But it gets even crazier, because the guests all looked like people who had been linked to Diddy, like Beyonce, Will Smith, and Flavor Flav. And they had characters doing all sorts of crazy—
Wait a minute, hold up. Hold on.
But it gets even crazier, because the guests all looked like people who had been linked to Diddy, like Beyonce.
Beyonce? That looked like Beyonce? Okay.
Will Smith.
Will Smith, okay. I gotta look at this episode.
And Flavor Flav.
Flavor Flav. Now y'all know that's clear. That's clear. That's supposed to be Flavor and his boy, maybe. But we know that big clock. We know that.
And they had characters doing all sorts of crazy things to show how ridiculous Diddy's parties really were. Like strippers on a pirate ship in the middle of a pool and a security guarded private room that only the host of the party had access to. But the writers wanted to make sure the world knew exactly who they were warning us about, because the host of the party is a billionaire rapper who's eerily reminiscent of Diddy.
What did you say?
Mr. Burns and I were just leaving.
Are you Montgomery Burns, the despised billionaire? There's something I've wanted to tell you for a long time, you ruthless monster.
Yeah.
I love you.
How dangerous we know Diddy is.
Wow.
It's surprising The Simpsons felt comfortable.
Wow, that's crazy, man. Hold up, man. I've been missing everything, man. I've been living under the rock. There's something I wanted to tell you for years.
Did you say?
What you say?
Mr. Burns and I were just leaving.
Are you Montgomery Burns, the despised billionaire? There's something I've wanted to tell you for a long time. Ruthless monster.
Yeah.
I love you.
With how dangerous we know Diddy is, it's surprising The Simpsons felt comfortable exposing him here. But cartoons in general weren't afraid of Diddy. You had shows like The Boondocks exposing his love for other rappers, and Family Guy clowning him for his face. But no one exposed Diddy more than the creators of South Park, because they'll make fun of him any chance they get. In fact, they've made it a point to trash his name in 5 different episodes. But one episode in particular had way more than just jokes. See, for years, people have accused Diddy of setting up the shooting of Tupac. And just 6 months later, when Biggie was assassinated, people thought he was behind that too. So in 2004, South Park aired an episode of Diddy exposing him as a murderer.
Puff Daddy?
Your friend Kyle told me you don't understand the importance of voting. Apparently you haven't heard of my Vote or Die campaign.
We remember
Vote or
that.
Die? What the hell does that even mean?
What you think it means.
But in 2024, there was one final movie to warn the world about Diddy. Now, before we get into all of that, this video is only possible because of our sponsor, 𝗟𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦. See, 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗡 is the only legal way.
Dude, come on now. Are you serious? I done missed all this. I was so busy studying.
Deposit $100. He tortures his victims in the movie Blink Twice.
All right, here we
See,
go.
in August, any trade you want. Anyways, back to the video.
Here we go.
Just a month before his arrest, it was exposed exactly how Diddy tortures his victims in the movie Blink Twice. See, in August 2024, Blink Twice hit the box office, which follows a billionaire who invites women to his private island, where they spend the entire weekend doing drugs and partying. But as the movie progresses, some of the women start acting weird and others slowly disappear. It's revealed the billionaire had been drugging the women with perfume. Now this movie was made before any of the news about Diddy broke, including the recent news about Diddy allegedly using baby oil to drug his victims during freak-offs. But how could the filmmakers have known about this? Well, when you look into who directed the movie, it all starts to add up. Because as it turns out, 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗞𝗦, the daughter of legendary musician Lenny Kravitz, was the director. And if you look into Lenny's past, you'll find that not only did he party with Diddy all the time, but they even made music together. So
hold on. One more time, y'all.
Baby oil to drug his victims during freak-offs. But how could the filmmakers have known about this?
What's this?
Well, when you look into who directed the movie, it all starts to add up. Because as it turns out, 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗞𝗦, the daughter of legendary musician Lenny Kravitz, was the director. And if you look into
That's his daughter? God dang, boy, y'all gotta help keep Uncle Mike on top of this stuff.
Known about this. Well, when you look into who directed the movie, it all starts to add up. Because as it turns out, 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗞𝗦, the daughter of legendary musician Lenny Kravitz, was the director. And if you look into Lenny's past, you'll find that not only did he party with Diddy all the time, but they even made music together. So it all makes sense that Zoe, who spent her entire life around her father, would know all of Diddy's secrets. And Zoe's not the only one who started to speak out. Diddy's entire empire has begun to crumble. It's hard to say exactly how Diddy's trial will go in May, but one thing's for sure, every secret he's got isn't going to be so secret for long.
I gotta look for that that video. We did a video that they was interviewing, I think, Diddy and Cassidy's makeup. This lady used to do her makeup, and yeah, she actually admitted that Diddy done beat up on Cassidy a couple of times, and she had to go in there and put the makeup on to cover up some of the bruises on her face and stuff. And the person that was interviewing her started really kind of pushing, like, when you knew something was wrong, why didn't you say anything? Then she, she didn't want to say, but basically what she was saying was she was afraid. I was just there to do my job. She kept saying, I was just there to do my job. I didn't want to get fired. So they were scared, man. They were scared. That's crazy, man. Look here. Oh, my gracious, man. I cannot believe, right in front of our face. It's almost like all this stuff that's happening, the biggest thrill that they getting is to throw it in our face in sneaky ways, and not even it's being thrown in our face and we still don't believe it. Yeah. And that's what 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗞𝗦 is saying. There's so many people that are saying that for years I've been saying this happened. And the big people would say, well, go on, tell the police. They ain't gonna believe you because we got too much money. And if one of them do play, look, man, I ain't do nothing to that girl. Look, I tell you what, just act like you didn't hear her and just let her know we filed the paperwork and it's being looked into. Here's $100,000. That's a lot of money to an average working person. That's a whole year's salary for some people, man. More than a whole year's salary. $100,000. These people got what? $50, $80 million. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Y'all tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out.